good morning. It's time to wake up Nigeria.
It's 7 a.m. on a Thursday, and we are coming to you live from the TVC studios here in Lagos. I am Yomi Owope.
And I am Titilayo Oyinson. You need to remember something. We're streaming live on tvcontinental.tv and on Facebook. You need to look us up on TVC Connect. When it comes to your comments, make sure you use the hashtag WakeUpNigeria.
Well, it's Thursday already, and you know how it is. Thursdays begin the preparations for the weekend.
This week is actually kind of short. It really feels short because of the long weekend we just had. But not to worry, we have...
Chef Tolu is in the building of
Yes,
Tolu Food
Hi.
and Lifestyle, and she's
Hi,
with
good
MM in the kitchen.
Good morning, guys. How are you doing this morning?
Good morning, Chef.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So let's get the show on the road, Titi.
Honestly, I can't wait for today's show to get started. We have a short feature for you, and it's going to be highlighting the effects of the resident doctor strike action on patients and their families. Dr. Sekumade will be joining us to help us understand why exactly it was necessary for that strike action to happen.
And on our musical performance this morning, we have Michael George.
And because the long holiday is finally coming to an end, it's no small feat for both parents and the kids getting back into the swing of school activities.
I know how that feels.
Izefua Eya Williams will be joining us on the show to talk to us about how everyone concerned can actually adopt the right mental and emotional attitude as kids go back to school. Mike will be bringing us the latest in entertainment news as well.
And finally, actor and ex-Big Brother housemate Melvin Odua will be joining us for a chat later on in the show. Of course, before all that, we've got my man Ike on standby with the news update.
Right, Yomi, thank you very much. Let's begin with the president's visit to Benue State. The vice president, Yemi Osinbajo, was in Benue State yesterday to visit people displaced by flooding following days of torrential rainfall. Osinbajo arrived at the capital, Makurdi, of course, and was received by state government officials. He met traditional monarch and headed straight to the internally displaced persons camp, where he delivered President Muhammadu Buhari's message to the displaced persons. He told them the president was really concerned about the flooding and wants a permanent solution to the problem. The floods have led to displacement of thousands and the collapse of road linking Benue to Nasarawa State. Chief Justice of Nigeria, Walter Onohe, says that he is open to investigations. His reaction is coming after reports alleged that he is among high-profile Nigerians under investigation by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission. The EFCC had, however, denied that it was investigating him. In a statement issued on Wednesday, Wasam Basse, that's the media aide to the CJN, said that his principal was not aware of any investigation because he had not been invited for any interrogation by the anti-graft agency. In other stories, Imo State Governor Rochas Okorocha says those responsible for the murder of Catholic priest Reverend Father Callistus Onunkwo of Osina in Ideato North local government area of the state have been arrested now. Speaking to journalists at the government house, Owerri, Governor Rochas Okorocha commended the police for their work in apprehending the alleged killers within a short period of time. The governor, however, expressed worry that those arrested are also those saddled with the responsibility for maintaining law and order in the society. He assured that no criminal in the state would go scot-free if they commit any crimes. And a controversy over the retirement of the chairman of the Senate Committee on Navy, Senator Issa Musau, from the Nigeria Police Force has been laid to rest. The Inspector General of Police, Ibrahim Idris, had alleged that the senator was a deserter, adding that his retirement later from the force was forged. But the Police Service Commission cleared the air this Wednesday, saying that the letter was not forged and that the senator's retirement from the force followed due process, adding that the letter was issued to the senator. The retirement letter was dated March the 5th, 2014, to take effect from December the 1st, 2010. The controversy began when the senator accused the IGP of collecting bribes from some officers to effect their promotion. More stories now. The new Commissioner of Police in Lagos, Imohimi Edgal, has promised to ensure that all Nigerians that are resident in Lagos are protected by his officers. In his first meeting with journalists, the new commissioner says that he was willing to work with other security agencies, vigilantes and citizens in general in achieving his goal of a safer Lagos. According to him, having spent years working in the state, he has the map of eradicating crime and ensuring businesses thrive in Lagos. Well, that's the update now. Let's bring you weather update, and after that, Titi and Yomi, we're back.
All right, it's time now for sports, and Super Mike is on standby.
Hey, Mikey.
Normally, I would compliment it, but today Yomi takes the day.
Are you serious?
I love that.
Oh my gosh. I didn't see that coming.
Titi, you look beautiful this morning.
Oh, you're not looking too bad.
Despite what Mike thinks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. All right, I'm Mike Mexicano, and this is Sports Update. Nigeria emerged as one of the biggest climbers in the latest FIBA World Ranking for women, following their FIBA Women's AfroBasket 2017 success. After that memorable outing in Bamako, Mali, when they stormed past Senegal to land the coveted silverware, Nigeria have now moved up 8 places to 34th in the world and 5th in Africa. Despite losing their title to Nigeria's the Tigresses, Senegal remain Africa's #1 ranked team, but 17th in the world. They are 1 spot ahead of Angola, who are 2nd in Africa and the world, respectively. Mali are 3rd in Africa and 24th in the world, while Mozambique occupy the 4th spot on the continent, but 25th in the world. Cameroon, Ivory Coast, Egypt, Guinea, and DR Congo complete the top 10 in that order. Meanwhile, there's no change to the world's top 4, with #1 ranked USA once again, followed by Spain, France, and Australia. But there's a notable shift for Canada, who moved up 1 place to 5th after overhauling Czech Republic, who dropped to 6th. Canada won the FIBA Women's AmeriCup against hosts Argentina. Turkey, Serbia, Brazil, and China complete the world's top 10. And then the Chipolopolo of Zambia have brightened their chances of picking Group B's ticket to the 2018 World Cup ahead of the Super Eagles with a surprise 1-0 away victory over Algeria. The Copper Bullets shut down any hope the Algerians had of reaching the World Cup in Russia with a 66th-minute goal by Patson Daka. The win brings the Zambians to 2nd place in the group with 7 points, just within 3 points touching distance of Nigeria. Zambia will now have to win their 2 remaining games against Nigeria and hope that we slip up to pick up one of the continent's tickets ahead of the Super Eagles. And then to European football news, UEFA President Alexander Seferin has backed plans by the Premier League to shut the transfer window before the start of a new season. Club bosses will vote this week on a proposal to close the window early, a move which will leave it out of line with the standard FIFA dates. It is understood the majority of top-flight clubs currently favor an earlier closure of the window. The new plan requires 14 votes to force the change, which will likely lead to the Football League following suit. And then to tennis, the U.S. Open could be an all-American affair in the semi-final after 8-time Grand Slam winner Venus Williams knocked out Petra Kvitova for a last-four clash with compatriot Sloane Stephens. In the absence of younger sister Serena, the 37-year-old Venus took 2 hours and 34 minutes to defeat a battling Kvitova 6-3, 3-6, and 7-6, and keep alive a hope of winning her first major since Wimbledon in 2008. Venus won 2 of her 8 Grand Slam titles at Flushing Meadows in 2000 and 2001. Stephens edged past 16 seed Latvian Anastasia Sevastova 6-3, 3-6, 7-6 to book her place in the semi-finals. She becomes the first unseeded U.S. woman to reach the Final Four at Flushing Meadows since Venus Williams did it in 1997. And on to the men's side, Andy Murray could miss the rest of the 2017 season with the hip issue which has blighted his campaign. Murray says he won't be able to compete in upcoming events in Beijing and Shanghai, and most likely the final 2 events to finish the season in Vienna and Paris due to the hip injury that has been bothering him for a while now. He, however, will start the 2018 season in Brisbane in preparation for the Australian Open. And that's much we can take on the sports this morning. The bomb of the dynamite.
Yeah,
you had to whisper. You had to whisper that.
Because we've threatened him.
Yes, we had to. Yeah.
Thanks so much, Mike, for that. Right. We're going straight to the newspaper headlines this morning, and starting with The Guardian, which says, with a headline, Southern leaders insist on new constitution, say National Assembly has role to play in it. And then also, nothing to cheer about exit from recession, says PDP. Statistics meaningless to hungry Nigerians. Only mischief makers won't be happy. Or DJ Oyegun urges patience on Buhari's 2019 agenda. And then a couple of other stories at the bottom here. Varsities, non-academic unions begin strike on Monday. That's more trouble for the university system. Misal's retirement letter is authentic, says the Police Service Commission. Nigerians will know APC's corruption level after 2019, says McCarthy. These are the headlines in The Guardian this morning.
Okay, and on the cover of the Nation newspaper, end of recession sparks row between APC, PDP. Government policies yielding fruits, say ministers. That seems like quite a long article there. But from both sides of, the divide, if I could put it that way. Disquiet as minister backs Atiku for 2019. That's on the cover of The Nation. We have Fayose here endorsing deputy as PDP candidate. You can read more about that on page 40. How federal government is funding Ogoni cleanup. There's an article about that on page 7. Super Eagles owe Nigerians, says Mikel. More about that on page 39. And regarding the strike, NMA resident doctors differ, and South African policemen kill Nigerian. Story about that on page 7, all on The Nation.
All right, and then on the cover of the Daily Sun, we've got 2019, I am not for Buhari, says Buhari's minister. He promised 1 term, and then, of course, APC vows we will discipline her. This is a story that broke yesterday. And still on the cover of the Daily Sun, doctor strike, save us, patients beg the federal government. Government will soon resolve issues with NARD and ASU soon, says Additioner. And then a couple of other stories still here on the cover. Food prices still high, says the National Bureau of Statistics. Misal's retirement letter is genuine, says the PSC. Enugu Assembly backs local government autonomy. So that's all on the cover of the Daily Sun.
Taking the punch here, a minister pledges to back Atiku against Buhari 2019. I respect President, but former VP is my godfather, says Al Hassan. Endorsement of ex-VP shows executive decadence in discipline, says Junaid. Federal government offers tax holidays, duty waivers to mining investors. That's one to think about. Nigeria evacuates 2 pregnant women and 119 others from Libya. Wow. Adeyeye, others kick as Fayoshe's deputy emerges PDP governorship candidate. Okay, federal government will dredge River Benue, construct drainage, says Osinbajo. And there's one here. Government targets 100 billion naira from Islamic bond. That's regarding the budget here. Let me see. Regarding the South African story I mentioned from the cover of The Nation, federal government summons South African envoy, wants Nigerians killing probed. Yeah, and that's how we'll wrap up on the headlines for this morning.
All right. So, and the headlines are, of course, proudly supported by Dettol. Be 100% sure.
We'll be heading to Mike now and Idala for aerobics.
Okay, good morning. It's time to get to work. And for the day's session, I've got Idala in the house. And I've also got her mat here. I might just be taking over someday. Idala, good morning.
Good morning.
It's great to have you.
Thank you.
So here's your
much.
mat. It's actually not mine.
Thank you very much.
What do you have for us today?
Okay, so we'll be doing some flexi routines for new moms and people that are actually starting out to work out.
To work out.
Yeah, so just don't rush into workouts. Like I always emphasize, pace your workouts. Start gradually and pace it up till you build strength to do more. Okay,
today's your happy day. If you're a neophyte, you just have to join Idala in the session this morning. Okay, Idala, take it away.
Thank you. Good morning. All right, so you realize I'm actually not wearing my sneakers today. So that's because you can actually, I'm trying to pass a message across so that you can work out from home and you don't have to be all kitted up to do your workout. So just like we always do, stretch, warm up, 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 warm up. Yeah. So warming up helps you to, release the tension, relax your muscles, and helps you to, just have fun. All right. So warm up, warm up, warm up. And let's go. So we're actually going to do floor routines, like I said. So a downward, this is usually called a downward dog position. You have 2 hands on the floor and just stretching up. All right. Relax. Stretch. Relax. Most people think they're actually not working out until you are really doing the fast stuff, but it's always good for you to pace your body, all right? Pace your workout. Don't just start out, with the treadmill and all, okay? So just up and down, connect with your body, connect with your body. That is the most important thing, all right? So we're going to do very, very, very interesting stretch. All right. So you're going to put your hands down. All right. Place your weight on your right leg. Stretch. Align. This will help you to strengthen your core and also to put also aligns your spine, right? It helps you to align your spine, okay? You can hold that position for 30 seconds and the other way around. Okay, you can actually switch off. That's raising your right leg and stretching your left hand, okay? Breathe while you're doing that, okay? And just have fun with your workouts. what that helps you to do is holding your core, helps you to firm your core, elongates, it helps actually to align your spine like I said earlier. And just keep doing that, pace your workout, make sure you are connecting with your body, all right? So, there's another one we're going to do, all right? Your hands, your legs tucked in, and stretch forward. Make sure you're stretching as far as you can, all right? What this is helping you to do also is to align your spine. It's also awesome for posture, all right? If you notice that you're always bending with work and everything, make sure you try this routine out before you go to bed or when you wake up. Awesome routines to try out. All right, so also try to check your shoulders and firmly holding your legs to yourself and just, you know, in and out, in and out. This will actually help you to relax and, you know, release the tension from your shoulders, all right? So try it again, 30 seconds. I actually love to play subtle music while I'm doing this because it helps you to calm the tension, all right? Okay. So go with the flow. Go with the flow.
Wow, wow, now that was not easy. Did you just start getting to the end, like that bend? The one where your shoulder touches like your knee and all of that?
Oh, that's
really something. That's hard. Can a beginner do that?
Yeah, you can just try. Taking baby steps is very, very important.
Okay.
And with time, you get better. You know, the more practice you do, the better you become.
All right, much more respect for you after today. Thank you
you
very much. All right.
Thank you.
And I hope you found out helpful. And now it's time to go to the kitchen and find out what's for breakfast. is standing by with Chef Tolu.
Hello, Mike. How are you doing this morning? All right. Okay, so Chef Tolu is here with me this morning, and I'm curious about what are you making this morning, Tolu?
So we're making chicken pie.
Chicken pie?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's not going to be done in the traditional way that you have to roll and fold. We're doing everything in this pan.
Okay.
So it's more like the apple pie we made the other day.
Okay.
But it's just like that. So what the ingredients we have here, we have the flour, sugar, eggs, salt, baking powder, and water. The water is just in case it was not.
I thought this was sugar, actually.
Yes, I realized.
Okay.
Then for the filling, we have pepper, onions, chicken cube, potatoes, and some diced chicken I was doing, and some of our spices.
Okay.
So basically, what we're going to do is that we're going to start kneading this in.
Talking about meat pies, chicken pies, they're like the oldest snacks.
Yes, it's our staple.
Yeah, it's always been there.
Yes, always been there. It's our staple. So it's something that you can do at home and have all the time, or have in advance, put in the fridge, pop it up into the microwave. So what I'm doing now is I'm trying to break the butter into the flour.
Can you use margarine?
Yes, you can use
margarine. For those of us that
this
like to use margarine.
This is actually margarine.
Oh, this is margarine.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you said butter.
Yeah. So so we're going to knead this in.
How long does this take?
Until when it becomes like breadcrumbs, like thick breadcrumbs kind of thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, when you're sure that everything has been kneaded in.
And you're not applying any, you're not water?
No, not yet.
Okay.
By the time you break this in, you first put in the eggs,
okay,
and the sugar and the salt. So when you see the consistency is when you start adding water. If the consistency is not light enough, you add little by little water.
Okay.
So at this point, I'm probably going to pour it on the table because this was a bit small for my quantity.
Okay.
So you're going to help me take this away?
Take what away?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And put it here.
Maybe should I get you a board or something?
No.
Okay.
I need it on the platform, so that's why it's a marble. Could take
okay.
the napkin and clean up for me.
So you need to knead this on a flat surface?
Yes, I need to knead this on a flat surface so that I can get work. Or if you have a bigger bowl, you could do it there. So I'm just going to...
So what does the margarine or butter do for the flour?
It brings it together, and plus, we know we're doing a pastry crust. The pastry crust is really about the margarine or butter, the fat, let's just put it that way.
Okay.
The pastry crust is really about the fat because that is what makes it a pastry, to be honest, because that's a major ingredient. You can't do a pastry without butter or fat.
This seems like a lot of work.
It is, it is.
It seems like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. But don't worry, it's really easy. The recipe is like the ingredients that you can get anywhere, anytime. It's so easy to do.
And easily, very accessible.
And very accessible. And something you probably have in your home already. You know? So right now, if you look at it, it's becoming breadcrumby.
Yes.
So I'm going to pour in the eggs.
Okay.
So once we're done with this, we're going to start frying all of this in the pot.
What?
The sauce, the filling.
Oh, okay.
So all we just need to do is to put in oil, then fry our onions, our chicken, so that can get a bit brown.
Okay. And then what about the potatoes? Then
we'll put in the potatoes almost at the ending after we finish pouring all the ingredients.
But why do you need potatoes though?
Well, it's a staple. It's not. You don't have to put potatoes. It's just what.
Because I've never, growing up, I just never understood why potatoes were was an important part of meat pie or chicken pie.
It's just something we all grew up with, you know. It's not like if you eat meat pie now and there's no potato inside, won't you be like, this would not put potato inside this thing?
No, I don't think I would. I don't think I'll
Well, you know what I always say? I always say recipe is your playing ground.
Yeah.
You can add, remove, do whatever you want with it.
Yeah.
So after we put the potato, we're going to add in like maybe 2 cups or 3 cups of water. The water has to fill up, like cover it up. Not fill up the pot, but just cover the surface. And we leave it to shimmer for like 10 minutes just to boil a bit. Then then once it thickens up, oh yes, and we have to put in flour into our, maybe like 3 tablespoons of flour to thicken up the sauce. To thicken
up the sauce, okay.
Then once we do that, we'll assemble our meat pie. Arrange it in, fill it in.
Now I understand why I've just never been a fan of baking. Because it's so much work.
I know. Like
you know, it's so much work.
But it's rewarding because at the end of the day,
yes, I know, right?
Don't you love it? You
I know.
Love to dig in and all of that. Could you help me pour this sugar and
salt and baking?
No, the baking powder is in the flour already.
Oh, okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So I'm just gonna sprinkle this in. Yeah. But isn't the sugar so little?
It's a dough. We don't put a lot of sugar in doughs. You know, it's the salt is to balance it out. If you are eating meat pie and the meat pie is sugary, won't you give it back to the owner? Well, okay. Except we are one of them ones.
Yeah, I like everything to be sweet. Everything I put in my mouth has to be sweet.
If you look at it, the consistency is not getting any sort of, so that means I'm going to have to add water. Oh, okay. But that's the thing. I'm going to be adding water like a bit at a time or a tablespoon at a time. Could you help me move?
Okay, the plate.
Yes, the plates.
Well, while we're still kneading our flour, butter, sugar, salts, and baking soda together.
Wow, someone is catching
yes,
along.
I am. We'll go on a quick commercial break. When we return, we'll speak with Dr. Sekumade on issues surrounding the recent resident doctor strike in Nigeria. You don't want to miss this.